Fatal blow. Piers Morgan reveals proof about Harry's lies, branded him cold-hearted traitor. Prince Harry has been blasted as a cold-hearted traitor by Piers Morgan over his and Meghan Markle's bombshell Netflix documentary. The outspoken broadcaster accused the Duke of Sussex of betrayal of the royal family following the release of the second half of the series yesterday. The Talk TV host, a fierce critic of the Sussexes, said the show confirmed everything he thought about Meghan, adding that none of it is complimentary. Writing for Sky News Australia, Mr. Morgan added, "However, my real fury is with Harry, whose betrayal of his family and his country has now been laid bare in hideous, eye-popping detail." The former GMB presenter said it made his stomach churn when the Duke claimed that Prince William screamed and shouted at him over Megxit, while he accused King Charles of saying things that were not true, as the late Queen remained passive. Mr. Morgan said, "How could this horribly privileged half-wit who was once so proud to serve, with courage and honor, it must be said, his Queen and country in the armed forces become such a cold-hearted traitor to both?" Referring to Meghan saying that above all, love wins as she read her wedding speech during the final episode, he added, "And in the end, Meghan and Harry will lose because people who heartlessly ditch their families for commercial gain very rarely end up as anything but unloved losers." Mr. Morgan's comments come after the final 3 episodes of Harry and Meghan dropped on Netflix on Thursday. The Duke made a raft of fresh allegations against his family in the second volume of the controversial series. He recounted the Queen holding a summit at Sandringham with his father and older brother in January 2020 in a bid to solve the Megxit crisis. Harry said, "It was terrifying to have my brother scream and shout at me and my father say things that just simply weren't true. And my grandmother, you know, quietly sit there and take it all in. But you have to understand that, from the family's perspective, especially from hers, there are ways of doing things and her ultimate, sort of, mission, goal/responsibility is the institution." Volume 1 of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Netflix documentary has been released, and people are awaiting Volume 2 on December 15th. As with many of their projects, there is quite a bit of controversy and discourse happening online. Apparently, one thing many people are saying has disturbed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In a statement to ET, their global press secretary addressed criticism they have received for being so public about their lives on Netflix after withdrawing from the royal family for reasons of privacy. In fact, they never said anything about privacy. The Duke and Duchess have never cited privacy as the reason for stepping back, the statement reads. This distorted narrative was intended to trap the couple into silence. In fact, their statement announcing their decision to step back mentions nothing of privacy and reiterates their desire to continue their roles and public duties. Any suggestion otherwise speaks to a key point of this series. The couple announced their decision to step back from being working members of the royal family in January of 2020. They said that they hoped to make a transition this year in starting to carve out a progressive new role within this institution in their statement at the time. They also stated that they would work to become financially independent, and a deal with Netflix would certainly help with that objective. The couple also said that they were planning to split their time between the UK and North America, meaning both Canada and the US. They eventually landed in Montecito, California, for their primary residence. In the rest of the statement on Harry and Meghan, the global press secretary said,